It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Now to Mechie on the jet sweep. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Second and 10. Here's Stroud. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that will be incomplete as well. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he goes out right around the 39. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And Burrow going to throw again. Dumps it off to Mixon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Smith catches left side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. sliding out of the pocket. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Ooh, with a juke. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them. The big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, here's Stroud. As this complete to Woods. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
As Stroud now to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Seven, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Running left, it's Mixon. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. first down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And his pass incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he'll just get rid of it.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Mixon will try the right side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On third down, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now to Mechie on the jet sweep. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
First down, here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Burrow will throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's King. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Texans will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
And Woods has it complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. He's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here goes Stroud again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Burrow. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Mixing up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's King. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Stroud off the play fake. This is caught. It's Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Good sharp route right there. They're going to line him up out to the right. And since this is man coverage, his goal, find a way to get the defender to turn his hips. He's able to do so right there, and they get a connection for a 1st down.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Going for it with Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is taken around the 12. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Inside handoff to Mixon, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Pierce now up the middle. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Pierce will try to pick it up. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what we made, baby.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Give to Pierce. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 74 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll run. This is Pierce. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Texans on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Bengals getting set to go. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Now a dump off here complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Second down at 4. From midfield now, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, able to avoid him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mixon diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out comes Houston. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Stroud working out of the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Stroud. Caught by Woods. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go, y'all. Let's rock and roll.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Here's Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stroud to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Logan Wilson, and the Bengals force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, baby. I got you, baby. Let's rock it up now.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.